Okay, welcome back. This is the Spirit Samurai, and this episode's about the law of attraction for smart hippies. Now, have you ever wanted to know really how the law of attraction works? Have you ever gone out there and you've even tried to visualize this ideal future and it just doesn't work? And you kind of think, okay, what's going on? I love this quote by Einstein. Everything is energy, and that is all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics. And that's Albert Einstein. Now, I love this quote because it's about, to me it's about everything is already out there. Everything we want is already there. And it's not like, we have to actually attract it to us like in a future event, like having it as a goal. It's like everything is out there now. It's just the reason we don't have it now is because we have that frequency where we're not matching that state that we actually have it. So what we have to do is kind of change our frequency, change our frequency to actually match that state that allows that to come in. But one thing that people don't understand is by moving to that new frequency, it's almost like moving into a new self, a new person with those new belief systems that allow that to come in. So a lot of you guys are probably thinking out there, so how do I actually match the frequency to something that I really want out there in life? So the first thing I think is actually knowing why, and getting a big why as to why you want that. Why you want that new car, or why you want that relationship, or why you want something. And the more we can go into that why and find that big reason, that big why, the more that juices and fuels us and gets us excited as well. Yeah, so the first one is knowing why we want it. And it's basically getting juicy and excited about, why we want something. Finding that big why. It's like Anthony Robbins says, what's the big why? He's the why guy. And it's, I totally agree with that. It's finding that big why. Why do we want something? And, let that be the petrol, let that be the fuel, the passion for us in life, attracting that thing that we want. And getting excited about that too. And the second one is to actually feel like we already have it in our life right now. So, to use the imagination and creativity and to play with it and just visualize it. So if you're driving an old car and you want to get a new car, visualize that the car you're driving now is that new car. As you're driving it, how does it feel like? How does it feel like being behind the wheels of that new car? So actually going through and tricking the mind to say that you've actually got it now already, and actually going through the motions of actually feeling like really getting into the feeling vibrations of it is here right now, and using your imagination. You can even role play it with friends to pretend. You can even role play with friends to bring about that situation, and just to role play that situation, the ideal situation you want to be in. It could be you want to be a speaker, have friends in the room and practice speaking to them. And number 3 is actually taking the action to actually allow that to happen, and also noticing the resistance and blocks that come in the way. So as we take the action, we go out there in the world and act on this and make it happen. Like even these videos is action, and there's going to be a lot of resistance. Like even now the resistance is like I'm not feeling like in state. I don't feel like I sound my peak behind the camera, but that's my inner resistance, and it's almost like I want to give up. And it's just challenging that and fighting that and going beyond that and just keep pushing, and challenging those beliefs as well in the mind of why we're not good enough or why we can't do that, and challenging that belief so we can actually go out there. So when we take the action, we can actually more likely achieve the goal and result. And 4th is just letting it go, surrendering it to the universe, and so having the goal, getting clear, getting passionate, acting as if it's already happened, and taking the action. But this one is really important. It's actually surrendering, letting it go, it's like putting an order out into the universe and just letting it go, and the universe will take care of the order, and it'll deliver that order in a way probably you least expected. But be also open to the possibility that it can come to you even in a more grander way than you've ever envisioned yourself. So it's great to have things of law of attraction, but sometimes The universe has a more grander plan for us, and it's opening it up to the universe on like not being too specific in how we want something to be delivered to us, but being open to receive it in different ways, because the universe has its own plan. And I think when we can surrender, we allow the universe to do its job and let it come to us in a way that is maybe not something that we expect, but sometimes it's actually a lot more grander than we could ever expect. So there is the law of attraction for smart hippies. So if you loved that episode, love you to subscribe and like my channel and share it. And until the next episode, take care, my friends. Hey, it's a Spirit Samurai. And did you like that episode? Well, there's a few things we can do to continue our spiritual growth and continue on this journey together. Number one, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that way you can be notified as soon as a new episode comes up. Number two, you can download my free course on the 7 best techniques I've found to raise your vibration and frequency. And number three, if you've got a question, just go to Instagram and hashtag #AskSpiritSamurai, and I'll answer your question. And lastly, go to Spirit Samurai for some more awesome free resources. Until next time, this is the Spirit Samurai, cutting through the spiritual fluff, challenging what we know, opening our hearts so we can go out there and live an epic life. Take care, my friends, and hope to see you on the next episode.